All right, all right, here we go.
Hey,
So Rachel's already said she's on it on the bank. Hopefully Saturday we'll get everything resolved and get the new people on and the old people off, correct? Rachel?
Not the old people off yet. Probably not till December. The old people will be off.
Okay, but we are making progress, correct?
Yes.
Okay, good. We're gonna zip right on unless you have any other problem.
Nothing else.
Okay, I saw one class member dropped out. Is that correct? There was a refund on.
That's correct.
All right, calendar updates. Valerie, anything?
According to the annual, the thing that I had filled out, we have the Kingsbury Fall Festival.
Tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow. We need to get a committee together to start decorating a Christmas tree. I guess that's already being started.
Correct?
yes,
Okay,
yes.
election of officers. Has anybody else reached out to you guys to see if they want, or to let you guys know that they're also interested in being either president-elect, vice president, secretary, or treasurer?
No.
Okay. Audit report is due. I have early December. I don't know if it's still due early December or if it's due January, but when we put this annual planning guide together, y'all told me that it was due early December. So I know April has that on the agenda to talk about.
We need to
And
get
then
the,
we review projects for next year. So we had that on the agenda as well.
we just need to get the committee together for the audits. And I'm hoping the two people that did it last year will do it again. I can't, I was the third person. I can't do it since I'm on the board. So we just have to come up with one more person if anybody has any ideas.
What does that entail? Do you know?
It's just going over all the records, we just did a quick check. Or a check was really written to the person, just kind of a go through each month.
So no board members can do it, you said?
Correct. It has to be a non-board member.
Who else is on there now?
Welta Burros did it last year and Rodney Burton did it last year. Before that, we also had Bob longer with Master Garden.
Yeah, I was thinking Fox has done it again before, so he might again. I don't know.
Okay, we can ask him. You want to ask him?
I can.
Okay, why don't you ask him and let us know?
We're asking who?
Bob Cox.
Okay.
And then I'll contact Rodney and Welta. How's that?
Okay. And when's the first meeting of it or whatever?
They have to decide that. Usually we did it sometime in December so that we could give the report by the 1st of January.
Okay, because I'm sure that's one of his questions is going to be when.
Those three will have to get together.
Okay.
Yeah, I usually got my books to them like the first week of December. Like I want to say it was probably like the 1st through the 4th. And
Yes.
that way they could knock it out before the holidays.
They could have some time to figure out when they want to get together. And usually we did it, the committee got together around the middle of December by the time we could all agree on a date. All right, so let's move on from that. Anything else, Valerie?
No.
Okay. Chris, let's see, business cards. Let's say projects for last because that's going to be the biggie.
Hold on. I think you're jumping.
Oh, I am.
around.
I'm skipping, aren't I? Thank you, Valerie. Yeah, I'm still, aren't I?
Can we go
Membership.
back to the treasurer's report and motion that,
Okay.
approve that?
Anybody want a motion to approve?
Carol does.
Carol, okay.
Fine. Second.
Kim,
Kim second.
excellent. Status on bank changes.
Rachel just was saying that.
What was it?
She's going to go Saturday to try to finalize everything.
Okay,
Yeah, I sat on hold for over 30 minutes during my lunch and got nobody. And so I'm gonna have to go in tomorrow. But everything's been submitted through email. They wanted the PDF of our bylaws, and that was submitted. And they wanted the emails and proper spelling of everyone, including middle initials or middle names if they had it. And so I'm just waiting. Hopefully all that gets approved and then we can just transfer everything.
So everybody's has already gotten, went in and signed for the account?
No, not yet.
Okay,
We have to get everything else approved first.
okay. Then we have the membership report. Kim, you want to give me some numbers?
Yeah, year to date is 60, well,
Okay, let's start from the top. I'll ask the question, you tell me some numbers.
roger that.
Okay, September volunteer continuing education hours.
113.5.
Excellent. Volunteer hours for September.
1369.28.
Whoa, what was that?
Exactly.
Yeah,
I got 13 what?
269.
Okay. 0.28.
Yes, I need to go in and put somebody's hours.
Community contacts.
1524.
Well, damn.
Somebody's church had an open house and he did a presentation and talked to a lot of people.
Wow, okay.
That's awesome.
Year to date,
Is 6295.48.
what is
And
that? Continuing education?
834.75.
And volunteer? Year to date
Yep.
volunteer?
That's the first one I gave, 6295.48.
6295.48, okay. And how about community contacts, year to date?
1942.
Okay. And qualified for September volunteer recognition drawing? I mean, October
38.
38, excellent. And that's all I have for that one, unless you have something to say about business cards.
No, Carol was getting them printed and I don't know what the status is on those. But I do want to point out,
Go ahead.
we have 119 members between certified and leave of absence. 60 are eligible for recertification. 39 have paid that. We have 59 that don't have enough hours and 19 with 0.
Can you email me all that?
I sure can.
Thanks. Okay, next we've got publicity. Is
Janice?
there anything-
I talked to Janice. She said there's nothing to report because she still can't publicize our meetings.
Excellent. After that, we have continuing education. Kay, talk to me.
They can't talk.
Oh, sorry. Well, I have lunch and learns for November, Wizzy Brown, spider identification. Membership meeting speakers for November, Robert and Melinda Creech is how to make a prairie. And I have speakers also for Carol Calentine for Christmas social. Oh, that's for December. Speakers, never mind. And I have class 34 update. Graduation will be at the November membership meeting, November 18th. Class 35, same as last month. Class 35 update is, I'm assuming 18 is still enrolled, full class.
I think
36,
one-
mean,
I
is
think
there
we
anything
had-
else?
One dropout, I believe.
Okay, -1.
I can't see Kay anymore, so I can't see.
Is there anything on class 36 update? Does anybody know?
No, I've set the dates.
Okay, yeah, I got 9 August to 15 November.
Yep, there's nothing to update
Okay.
from there.
And that's all I have for education, continuing education. Next for volunteer, Carol?
Okay, am I on? Did I turn my, yeah, I'm on.
Yes.
Okay, so volunteer, yes, we do have our old, what's her name? Sorry, she's doing the Christmas tree and she has a committee.
Our Ernestine Sykes.
Ernestine, yeah, Sykes. And April, I think, posted on Facebook them getting together and putting their projects together. So that's working great.
Yes.
And then April is in charge of the December Yule Fest.
Correct.
And the cards, I had issues with Home Depot. So I reached out to another organization. Oops, are y'all there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Another organization that does beautiful cards, and it's the same price. So they should have said I should have them within 2 weeks.
Great.
What's
And
the
so-
company?
Hang on just a minute. I'm trying to find it so I can email the name for you.
Okay.
Give me 2 seconds. It's SSW Printing.
Is that local?
No. And so they're going to mail them to the extension office with my name attention. And I'll let Kim know as soon as they come because she needs to notify her lady that does the signatures.
Thank you.
And and then my other thing is April has recruited somebody to do my volunteer chair, which is exciting. She's created a notebook that Mike could help her look through and get copies from for projects. And April, you've done a wonderful job getting pictures of each location.
And Kim has helped with that too. So we kind of put together.
Yes. And then, of course, Kim, I help her with the VMS if she
Oh,
wants to post out.
How about the Christmas dinner?
Christmas dinner. It's at the Shirts Community Center. We have paid for it. I think I emailed everybody the contract.
I didn't get it.
Okay.
Me neither.
Oh, okay. Who got
I
it?
got it. I can forward it to everyone.
Thank you. And then we're looking for a caterer to do the food, and part of it is meat and part is meatless. And we are probably gonna ask everybody to bring a dessert and Christian cupboard items. Do you still want to do the kids' gifts or just the Christian cupboard and focus on one project?
Up to y'all.
Well, I need help making that decision, so.
What do you mean, like bringing canned goods?
Yes, one year we did kids' gifts for the Santa, Blue Santa, and we also did Christian cupboard. So I felt like we should just focus on Christian cupboard right now.
I like
agree.
that. I like
I
it.
Okay.
agree.
Okay, and so I'm gonna probably, let's see, today's Friday. So Monday, a flyer will go out with an RSVP since we are doing a catering and we need to know how many's coming. And I mean, I can create a really nice flyer, but if y'all want me to reach out to somebody else to do a flyer, that's fine too.
I think you could, that would be great if you would do it and take care of that since you know all the information.
Okay.
Did you say the catering is still TBD?
Yes, I contacted one person in New Braunfels and she does do over in the Shorts area. But I'm still trying to get a price because I don't want their dessert. I want ours, people to bring them.
Mhm.
And she asked me if we wanted to do it at her location at no charge. I was like, I've already booked the other place, maybe next year. So she's gonna have to give me a price because it was no charge there that we ate there. But I think we would do different rooms. I don't know. I haven't seen the location, so I'm not gonna really probably focus on that, just the food. Does anybody else have a location that they like to eat? And you can text me. That might be good, that has meatless and meat. Since some people go out.
The place that catered for us before was really good, and we had a lot of leftovers.
Yeah. I can't
And they're
remember who they-
local.
Are you talking about that Mexican place?
Yes,
Okay,
Yeah, Garcia's.
okay,
unless
so
you'll
what,
want something different.
well, I mean, that's fine, but I was trying to, I mean, that's got your beans and your rice.
For the vegetarians?
Yeah,
Mhm.
so I'm like, I mean, I could have a salad or
We could do
something.
salad too.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
our tacos were full with lettuce, the rice and beans and a little bit of queso on top, not queso, but the tomatoes on top.
Uh-huh.
I got full on those.
I did
okay,
too.
okay, so I mean, that suits your need, because like I said, I'm reaching out to y'all since,
And that'll probably be pretty cheap too. We
okay.
had a
I'll reach
ton of
out
leftovers.
to them. Okay.
Are
I'll
we
get hold
gonna
of
have-
them.
Are we gonna have to do an RSVP to have an approximate amount of people?
Right, that'll be on the flyer, yes, ma'am.
Okay,
And, I don't know, I might even have to individually send somebody a text with the flyer, like a picture,
you
that they
might,
can
because
open
a lot of
in
people,
case they're not seeing their emails.
right,
I mean, what do y'all think?
good idea.
Okay, so what I was suggesting is you and one guest, no?
Yes. Yes,
Does that kind of
That
clarify?
sounds good.
Okay, all right. And that kind of keeps it uniformed with, like, me not bringing my grandkids and, things like that.
correct.
Okay, just checking. Okay, also, Kim, I'll email you the postcard people stuff.
Okay, great.
That's all I have. Kim, I know April's been reaching out to a lot of the projects, and some of the projects are switching around, and which is good. I mean, we're teaching people, and then people are taking over, and that's kind of like what we're doing to educate the public. Like the Marion Veterans Park, I think that's cool.
Exactly. Good.
Mhm.
Good.
I'm done.
Thank you, Carol.
So can I ask something? So
Yes.
Marion County Veteran Memorial, that's official, like, are we still donating money for that? Are we still, they ask for money, are we doing,
We're gonna be going through all the projects in just a minute, so we'll do that
okay,
on
sorry.
the
I have
project.
that in the volunteer reports.
Yeah, we'll look at all those and decide what we want to
Okay.
do. I'll tell you what they've said. So monthly meeting, did everybody have a chance to read the minutes? Can we get
Yes.
a motion to approve them?
Yes.
Who's
Okay,
yes? Rachel, yes?
Rachel approves. Rachel, yes.
Okay, who's second?
I'll second it.
April? Okay,
Okay, we already had the business card update, the Christmas update. The manual has been updated and corrected. Kim has placed it in VMS. She did the corrections and put it back in VMS. If you get a chance to look at it, that would be great. Yule Fest report, it is on. We have a comped booth. I have volunteers signed up already. It's 10 p.m. Our plan is to have information at the booth, our banner set up, and we're also going to have a few plants put out. We're going to try something as a fundraiser. We're going to have a box set out for donations. And if they want to take a little plant and give us a donation, we're going to try it that way, rather than having a plant sale. We're going to pick up some 99-cent poinsettias. Marty has put together a bunch of little plants and decorated them, and we're going to have those on the tables for the big donation box. We'll see what happens.
and what are the hours?
The hours are from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. on Sunday, December 5th. Setup begins at 8. I don't think we'll need 2 hours to set up a Master Gardener booth, probably just an hour.
Okay. I'm good.
Okay, let's cover the open positions in a second when we go through all these, when we go through all the things. We'll just do that all together. Available positions, we've already kind of covered that, correct?
Yeah, yeah,
No other nominations.
correct.
And we are going to ask at the meeting next week, we'll give them one more chance. If anybody wants to step in and run for a position, we will leave that open.
Correct.
Good. And we've also actually covered the audit committee. Oh, Kay's saying something. Hold on. Repeat. Did anybody hear that?
No,
No.
Kay just wished us luck on finding anybody else to run for the positions. Hey, you never know, right? You never know unless you ask. All right, audit is in the works. Okay, let's go through the projects. This is a biggie. We've got 30 minutes. Let's try to get through this quickly. How do I do this, honey? Okay. I mean, tech person.
Tech support.
All right, here we go. Big Red Barn. I'll let everybody take a second to read if you want to. I think everybody's very familiar with Big Red Barn. I think we'll just vote on these as we go. What do you think?
Yes, before you start on the projects,
Yes.
could I also mention on volunteer part that T is not doing the web anymore? That we have our honorary member doing that?
yep.
Yeah, our techie guy sitting right here that's helping
Okay,
me.
so just so the rest of the board knows,
Mhm.
we got together and he's got all the information and he's rolling with our webpage. So if y'all need anything, let him know.
So
Correct.
on the back page of the membership meeting minutes, I have a list of who's doing what, and I've already put in Frank in there for the, for that portion. for that
Excellent.
portion.
He's
Need to
happy.
let the newsletter know and the membership, I guess, in case they have something, the projects to send to him.
Okay, who's going to notify the newsletter person?
Thank you.
I'll do it.
Yeah, you might want to double check on that again too. I notified her of some stuff last month and they were still in the newsletter, like I didn't say anything.
Okay.
Oh, my, okay.
Yeah, and they misspelled my last name.
Oh, dear. Okay, I'll call her up, go over some things with her. I just saw her yesterday at the Veterans Park. Okay, Big Red Barn, yay or nay? K, I just want to verify that 30, did we okay 3,400 or 3,800 for you? And is that plus the 1,550? 34?
Let me tell you what,
That's separate.
I know that the budget, the supplemental budget this year that was submitted, everything happened that was in that budget request for this year happened, then we will be submitting a revised budget for next year to take a bunch of stuff off.
Okay, so we
Does that
okay,
make sense?
we okay the budget, but it might not be that much.
It might not be that. It probably won't be that. It probably, in fact, I can guarantee that it will not be that much. Because all the things having to do with the construction of beds and stuff will be spent this year. So we'll be submitting a revised budget. But when I put that budget together, I didn't have anything going for this year yet.
You had submitted
Does that
one,
make sense?
you had submitted one for 1,550, didn't you?
I submitted the 2022 budget before I came to the board with money, asking for money this year.
Okay,
Okay, so some of the stuff on the 2022 budget, like plants and the chemicals and things like that, that will probably still be there. But the drip irrigation won't be, the weed barrier won't be. So those things will not be on next year. It'll be this year.
okay. So how much are we okaying for the Christian cupboard?
I don't know. April, I don't. You can take out, you can take out the drip
It's
irrigation
better to estimate high.
and you can take out the weed carrier.
Okay, well, let's
You can
just, let's,
take out $700.
all right, well, let's just leave it for now. And if you don't spend it, great. If you do, it's covered, right?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll submit a revised budget
I agree.
Okay,
when I know.
so we're gonna put this on hold for a minute?
I mean, if that's okay with the rest of the board, because some of this stuff's gonna happen before the end of the year.
Okay, so we're gonna put it on hold.
Okay,
All right, that sounds good. Okay, I kind of jumped ahead. We need to take a vote on the big red barn. I'm sorry. Since you-
Yay.
Yay for big red barn, everybody else?
How much was it for Big Red Barn?
Well,
Yes.
1250.
$12.50 now.
Yeah, they
Okay.
went down, they went down on something.
Mhm.
It was 800.
Yes, 1250 looks all right. I looked at what they needed.
Right, the list. Last year it was only, I believe, 900 they needed.
Right.
They submitted this one on 9/28 this year. And you can see they formed from somewhere and dated it this year. All right, yeah,
Mhm.
any nays?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, the big red barn passed. Christian Pebbard is on hold, correct?
Maybe.
Okay, she's,
Let's go on.
Kay said she was gonna submit a
Okay.
revised budget. All right. Moving on. Okay, Christmas tree project. Ernestine put in for 200. Yay,
Yes,
nay?
because she does have to purchase a tree and those prices have really changed.
No.
We
And,
don't use artificial.
and the decoration, do they have to pay a fee to the city? It's like a contest they enter?
No, it's a form you fill out.
Just a form. Okay, so it's for the tree, the decorations, banners, something like that. Yay, nay?
I say 200 is pretty cheap, so yay.
Okay. Yay. Any nays?
Yes.
Okay, Christmas tree passed.
Yes.
This is the Creech Prairie. They're not looking for any funds. We just need to approve people to go there and work for volunteer hours. Yes?
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Any nays? Creech passes. That's a picture of what was out there when I went the other day. Hopefully, needs a little bit of work, so hopefully volunteers will go out there. We'll have him speaking next week, so we'll find out what.
Also, we'll be doing some planning in little bitty plant pods for them to get some other things started.
Great. I did reach out to the Naturalist and the Native Plant Society to let them know it's right up their alley. So I have invited them to the meeting.
Thank you.
County Fair, that's pretty much right in line. She does plan to raise over 1,000 again in raffles, and Kathleen has put in for a $2,000. So she is bringing in some funds. I vote yes for County Fair budget. Everybody else?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, how much?
He wants 550. That's up
Oh, okay.
$50 from last year.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, any nays? County Fair passes. Gutierrez Park.
Yes.
They are wanting 750 this year. That is for plants and soil amendments and mulch. Anybody have questions about that one?
Okay, so the city also helps with funding.
They
On
do.
this.
This is what
That's
they're,
why she's only asking 750 and that
Right.
amendment on there, because they're always late delivering stuff that we need.
Yeah.
They're not very prompt.
Oh, yeah, no, I agree. I like that price. It's
And this is-
not so bad.
a very big park they're taking care of. It's over 2 acres.
Yes.
It's a big one and we're kind of sponsoring the whole park. So yes,
I was shocked. at the
Yes.
price. Yes.
any nays? Okay, Gutierrez Park passes. Kingsbury Fest is not looking for any funding. They are just doing an educational booth. That is tomorrow. She's got all her volunteers. I vote yes, it's just volunteer hours. Everybody else?
Yes.
Any nays?
Yes.
That Kingsbury Fest passes. Lavernia Primary School. They are asking for funds this year. If you haven't been there, I suggest you go. It's a fabulous setup. It is, as far as I'm concerned, it's the gold star of an example of what we should be doing. It focuses on education. I took a bunch of pictures the other day if you didn't get a chance to see them. This is the write-up they wanted to do. I'll read it real quick. There's more. Everybody ready?
Yes.
This is the rest of the write-up, and they're asking for $400.
That's all.
That's all. The funds mostly come from the school itself.
Right.
This year, they had some raised bed gardens that they're in need of repair. They're kind of falling apart. They're wanting some additional signage, some extra things that the school budget doesn't allow for. So they are asking for $400 from us. I vote yes.
Yes.
Can I interject a minute?
Yes.
When I was talking to
Yes.
Over, they needed more money this year to get some more beds rebuilt. Rachel, I told her to contact you because there would probably be extra funds for this year for them to get started on those.
Oh, yeah, there should be plenty. Do we have to vote to approve for me to?
If it's over 100, yes. Do we know how much they wanted? Kim?
No, it was
Okay,
just,
I'll try and find out how much she needs.
it was just an in-passing conversation when we were there, right, April.
Okay, she did not say anything to me. If it's over 100, yes, we will have to take a vote on it. Since it wasn't already in the budget and it wasn't approved. If we want to go ahead and give this for next year, I mean, we're getting to the last of the year here, so I don't know how quickly they're going to repair those beds and stuff. Or if they were going to use this budget for next year. Let me try to contact Peggy. Do we want to approve this for next year then?
Okay,
I say yes.
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 Any nays?
Yes.
Okay, we've approved it for next year, Lavernia, but we have pending funds possibly for this year that we will need to vote on. Okay, moving on. Marion Veterans Garden. All right, she's asking.
Oh, wait, can we back up?
Yes.
If they ask for 300, can we go ahead and say yes now? And if it's more than 300, then bring it back to the board?
The policy and procedures manual said anything over 100.
Okay, all right.
I don't want to give them, I don't know.
Well, I know, I just know boards and wood is expensive.
It is, but I don't know if they're going to get to it this year or if they were, what the deal is. I'd like to contact her.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine.
We can do a vote by email or something if it's over.
Yeah. Okay.
If they're just
No
looking
worries.
for seeds and a few little things and it's under 100, there's no problem.
Right. Okay.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Okay, moving on. Marion Veterans Community Park. Let me tell you what the deal is. They are asking for 200. The Lions Club wants to take over the brunt of this park, but they would still like us involved. And Carol Sukan has stepped up to supervise at that park. She lives right down the street. It's a park that's near and dear to her heart. The funds would go towards mulch, a few tools that they need, and pesticides. The Lions Club is not a gardening club, but they do have some brawn that they could, supply the park with. There are trees, there's some bigger things, flagpoles that need to be put up, things like that. So they are willing to do that. The city mows and weed whacks. We're mostly going to oversee the beds, and we've already had a couple of master gardeners step in to take over beds and make them their own, more or less. So it's a good cause. I don't mind giving them a couple $100 pesticide fertilizer, things that the Lions wouldn't be, they wouldn't know what to do with them and they wouldn't know what to buy. So I vote yes on this one. Anybody else have questions, or how would you like?
Yes.
Yes.
Any nays? Okay,
Yes.
Marion Veterans Park does pass. Membership. Asking for a lot of money.
You people are expensive.
I know, it's more expensive. Okay, it goes to the regular things. We do have some things fees we need to pay. We need to pay the breakfast, Master Gardeners, a small fee per person, door prizes. I'm sorry, our honorary guest is saying something. What?
You need the Zoom.
Oh, I can, I
Put the
can.
mouse in.
It's reminding me I can zoom in a little bit. Everybody see that better?
Yes, that's
Okay.
good. Thank you.
But yeah, pins, door prizes, membership cards, things like that. We do have additional things. I don't know where else those goes, like the dinners. Another big expense, the flyers. I don't know if those are included in this. The flyers, business cards. We do have other expenses. This is just for the membership, correct, Kim?
Yes, just what I'm dealing with.
I vote yes for this. Everybody else?
Yes.
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 Wake up. Any nays? No fair going off and getting adult beverages. Got to stay awake here. Okay, membership budget passes. Yes.
Yes.
The Outdoor Learning Center garden, it's a rain garden. Mag has pretty much been maintaining it by herself the last couple of years, mainly because of COVID and because we haven't put it out there that volunteers can go there, I think. It's not always open to the public, even though it's a educational venue. It's got certain hours. She's not asking for any funds. The Outdoor Learning Center provides everything. She just needs volunteers. I vote yes to continue with that. How about everybody else?
Yes.
Any nays? Any?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Outdoor Learning Center passes. There's a picture of it. They had their sign up. Park West. Park West is not requesting any funds. They've pretty much got the garden in. In fact, when I tried to volunteer there, the only thing they had going on the rest of the year is a December 1st mulch party. If anybody would like to join in. So they are still good for volunteers. I vote yes on it. Does anybody have any questions? How does everybody else vote? Yes?
Sure.
Yeah.
Any nays?
Yes.
All right, let's approve Park West Pollinator Garden. Picture of it. It's very lovely if you haven't been over there. Plant sales. Okay. They're asking for a whole lot more money this year, but they are very ambitious in their plans.
So on the plant sale, are they doing it at the Fair Association?
Yes, if you look down below, we are going to have.
Okay, I didn't see it. I guess I overlooked it. Okay. Because they did approve it through the board.
Yeah, she didn't list it. I don't know why, but yeah, we're going to do a couple at the Big Red Barn. Big Red Barn has canceled all of their farmers market except the two tractor places, one in the spring, one in the fall. Trade days is the Earth Day. We have, I forget, one or two that we're going to do at there's actually more than this. We're going to do one or two at the Silver Center. We're going to do, of course, the county fair in the fall. We're going to do online orders. We're also going to do a plant sale at the Fair Association building and grounds on Nelda Street. Seems like there's one more we're going to do, but I don't know it offhand. Anyway, they've got a very ambitious plan this year. I think there was something like 7. It's like every weekend in March and every weekend in April, wasn't it, Kay? Yeah, it's a very ambitious.
So all of that being,
Here's Kay.
We're going to have to do some serious recruiting of volunteers
Yes.
because those of us who worked them last year, we can't do all that by ourselves.
Okay. I think Robin's gonna be really a go-getter on that. So hopefully when she takes it over from Carol, if anybody else can ask people, it's a really fun thing to do. But yes, we will need lots of volunteers because it's very ambitious. We have lots of,
She'll be,
I'm sorry.
I have had some people already asking about, growing teams. So some of my class,
Good. And we have a meeting, if you're interested, for the plant sale committee. It is on December the 5th, I believe. Let me look real quick.
On a Sunday.
I might be wrong.
Okay, all these locations are in Seguin, are they not?
Pardon me?
All these locations are in Seguin, are they not?
Correct.
yes.
Okay. I have the exact thing here. We are doing. Sorry, I have all of them. Doing the Silver Center on March 5th, the Fair Association Building on Nelda Street on March 12th, Big Red Barn, we think is the 19th. That's to be announced. We got to make sure with them. The Silver Center on March 26th. Shirts Community Garden on the 9th. So we have one in Shirts. Woohoo.
March 9?
Hey, April, can you email me all that information, please?
I can. I thought I posted on Facebook. I don't think I emailed it out. Anyway, it's a very ambitious plan. I think they're going to bring in a lot of money, considering how much they brought in last year. So I don't mind giving them the budget. Okay, here we go. My thing does not want to stay up here. We have another one on April 23rd, and then we have April 30th.
Community garden, Tim, the community
Yes.
thing is April 9.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
We have another one on the 23rd. I'm not sure where that one is.
So the next plant sale committee meeting is 5 December.
County,
Wilson County at the Poly Mansion. Okay.
at the Poly Mansion.
Okay, we're having one on April 3rd at the Poly Mansion after the class field trip, correct?
Yes.
We have Earth Day on April 30th. We'll have the sales at the county fair and the tractor pull both in October at the end of the year. So they have a lot on their plate. That's why the bigger budget.
And the next plant sale committee meeting is on 5 December.
That's what I wrote down.
Okay.
yes,
I believe that's correct. I don't see my notes, but it came to mind that it was December 5th. We will get with Marty and verify that and have her send out a blast email. But yes, we are going to need a lot of volunteers. We have a lot of days of plant sales.
And so I'm remembering at one of our last general meetings, one of our members asked, what are we doing with the funds? And so by then, hopefully we'll have a clear agenda other than funding the projects and our classes. I
Yeah.
mean, I think it's wonderful we're having all these sales. It's just, we're gonna have a really good plan about what we're gonna do with all that money. If we're gonna do scholarships.
That is my plan for next year. That's on my agenda for next year is I want to concentrate more on education and I do want to give out some scholarships. And we're going to need to recruit some teachers, somebody that knows how to find the correct students that we want to give a scholarship to. We
Yeah,
discussed,
and I know, I don't want to interrupt, but if we're going to consider doing scholarship criteria, it's going to be really important.
it is, it's going to be very important. And they don't have to be big scholarships. It could be a smaller scholarship to cover books, something like that, if we want to spread the wealth. anyway, that's next year. So yes, that is on my plan, one of my goals for next year, Rachel. All right,
Thank
back to the plant sales. I vote yes. Uh-oh, we're getting.
Yes,
Any nays?
How much are we looking at?
Yes,
They're asking for 3,500. That's
I'm
going
a yes.
3,500.
that's
Okay.
going to be spread out through the year because they won't need it all at once. They need to buy plants. Gotta have money to make money type thing. They gotta buy plants, buy
Okay.
buy containers for the growers, seeds.
Fair.
Okay, so materials for the growers will be the biggie at the beginning of the year, but I believe we have the funds, correct?
Yes.
Yes, I vote yes. Everybody else? Any other
Yes,
questions?
I'm a yes.
Okay, everybody's yes. Any nays? Plant sales budget passes. Holly Mansion. Okay, we have taken this on, or we're gonna vote to take it on. They have a heritage garden there that they are trying to plant with vegetables and plants that were actually grown at that historic place back in the 1800s. They have done a lot of research. They found most of what was grown back then, and they've got a lot of it going. They do need help. It's a fairly big garden, and they hope to make it bigger. He's asking for 150, I believe. And that will mostly be for soil amendment, materials, mulch, some native plants. They do have a small orchard with peaches, crab apples. What else was out there, Kim? Do you remember? Did we lose Kim?
and he say pears? No, he did not.
No,
Plums.
Plums, yes, there was a plum tree or two. It's a pretty neat endeavor. I really like the historical fact that they're trying to keep it historically correct. And does anybody have any questions?
That project is an approved project already, and
It has
they've never asked for funds before, so I say yes.
Okay, 150 is, yeah, not much these days. I think they just wanted a little bit of help with the soil and mulch mostly. I vote yes. How do y'all vote?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
Any nays? Polly mentioned passes. Getting there, guys. Pumpkin decorating contest. Pam has mostly taken the brunt of this the last 2 years. I think she's asked for a little bit of money back each time but she's paid a lot out of pocket. She's raised a lot of funds. She is a go-getter as far as getting donations. So this will cover mostly advertising, promotion, flyers. She's printed flyers out. She has got a lot of stuff comped, but there's some things that she just couldn't get comped. So anybody have any questions about this? It gets seniors involved. It's gotten very young kids involved. It's a pretty neat project. If you didn't get to go see it, I highly recommend you come to the fair and look at it. I did post pictures.
I vote yes, but like they said, with the plant sale, we need to know where the money goes, or she needs a little sign to say where the money's going on donations and things.
Yes, she's got a poster. In fact, she had a poster made and she got it comped. So yes. Any other questions? My plan is to get a little bit maybe better handle on these budgets. I would like to see how much actually went out next year. That was a question I had. Rachel, are we using Quicken, QuickBooks? What are we using for our accounting method? Rachel?
I'm doing it old school. I'm doing it old school.
Oh,
I'm writing down expenditures. Can you hear me?
I'm dumbfounded. We need to look into that. I don't think Quicken.
We have Quicken in the drawer, and George used Quicken, I think.
Right.
Okay.
But I never bought one last year and I didn't buy one this year.
Yeah, it's not that expensive. I vote to do that. That way we could get a better handle. We could just with a tree see where.
Let's check and see what's in the drawer, because there is one in the drawer that you can download. And
Right.
Mark Mullen might be able to use that, transfer her things over.
That, I would recommend that. That way we can get a handle on some of these budgets because we'd be quickly able to just click on a project and see how much was spent to date or for the year. I'm interested in even going back and seeing how much we've spent on some of these projects all the way back, but that's a project for another day. All right. That was just a question I came up with. Yeah, let's look into doing that. Pumpkin decorating contest. Was that a yes?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Any nays? Moving on, pumpkin decorating is approved. Okay, this is another biggie, our shirts community garden. I don't know if you've all have been out there lately. It looks fabulous. Mark Bollinger has completely revamped the shed, got it all organized, tools in the correct place. So we kind of know what we have and not keep buying tools over and over. He's done a fantastic job. They have an Excel sheet, and I believe it's 2 parts. I'll let you look over that real quick. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me zoom in a little bit.
Yeah, because a lot of the equipment out there actually belongs to Dale, so you need
Dale
to
and-
slowly start
And Bill,
replacing it, and probation company or whatever.
yeah,
It actually belongs to the county.
okay. Yeah, the probation kids go out there and work on Saturdays, and I was out there a couple Saturdays ago. I popped in and they were doing a lot of work. I was amazed. I guess it's more fun to come and dig in dirt than it is sit in a detention hall or wherever they're at, jail, or they actually.
Yeah,
Okay, I guess dig in the dirt.
The garden, they pick up trash for the garden, so they prefer the garden.
They do. They were actually putting in, planting things and weeding and doing some really tough stuff. The day I was there, they were actually, they have a wood chipper there. The garden has a wood chipper and they were chipping up a stump. They pulled out a lot of the weeds that were along the fence. Apparently that's where we had a break in there a couple of years ago where they had cut into the fence and gotten in and stolen some very expensive things. They've cleared out all that brush. Let me show you the second part. So they're doing a lot for what they're asking for. It's not a money maker, except that we'll use it for the plant sales as a base for that. It's more community oriented. Volunteers, of course, can go there, and we gave a ton of produce to the food bank last year, especially when people were really hurting, almost 8,000 pounds of produce. Any questions?
They're
I-
asking for
Yes.
3390.
Correct. Oh, 9. Any questions? I
No,
vote
I agree with the price because we need to start doing more than just the plant sale out there. And
agreed.
this is just a good start for us.
I'd like to do more training out there as well.
Yes, it'll be a good kickstart.
Okay, everybody want to vote on that? Yes?
yes,
Any nays? Okay. Shirts Community Garden passes. Lathrop Park Pollinator Garden. Okay, this was a new one for me. Apparently it was approved a couple of years ago and then it kind of got lost in the mix. I'd never heard of it. I contacted this lady, very nice lady. The garden looks fabulous. I went and took a peek after the veterans ceremony yesterday. She's pretty much been doing it on her own. When I asked her why, she said because she thought all the volunteers were too busy everywhere else, that they couldn't get to her. I had to tell her I had never heard of it. And she was very happy to maybe get some volunteers out there this next year. She's pretty much footed the bill up until now. Apparently 150 was granted to her year before last, I believe, because we didn't do much last year as COVID. But she didn't know how to access the money, so she did everything herself. I don't know if she wasn't coming to meetings. I don't know why she didn't know about the enforcement form.
she did not come to meetings.
Okay, well then, I guess that,
Isn't she a Native Plant Society member?
I do not know. She is an active member of us.
Right, I think she is. I don't know.
The meetings I have gone to, she hasn't been to, so I don't.
Okay,
So she volunteers, she just doesn't like going to meetings.
right.
Basically, it sounds like. The garden looks fabulous. I think I took a picture. And that was her explanation of what she wants. The mulch, again, the mulch, the plants. Signage, today just got approval to put our master gardener sign up. She has the sign already. She'd been trying to get it from Cibolo. She just got the notice from Cibolo today to put that up. But she does want some markers to explain what the plants are for the education end of it. So that's the 190. I did not take a picture, sorry. Yes. Yes, okay. I was just saying, she just today got approval to put it up from the city of Cibolo.
Okay.
So it will be going up
Yes, we
short.
have some.
Okay, no, she's got one. She just needed the approval from the city to put it up, and she is supposed to send me a photo when she puts it up.
I
Good.
think it's great you reached out to her because we would have never known this, and this is
She-
another good volunteer location.
Yes, she was very excited to be contacted. Like I said, I think it just got lost in the mix. It was like just before COVID, and
Well, now that we'll have a sign there, I think it's great to get volunteers. I think that's like a full circle thing that we're doing this year with her.
she was excited. Yes.
I say yes.
I,
I'll add that
yes,
to the annual planning guide as well.
yes, please.
We'll be
Please.
aware.
Okay. It is at because Schlater Park is a very long, skinny park, and it is on the west, north. Okay, my directions are horrible. It's on the north end of the park. If you'd like to explore the whole park at the very south end, I don't know who is in charge. There was no signs. There was nothing, but there's, what is it?
Where is that at? Where's this at? Seguin?
No, this is in Cibolo.
Cibolo.
Yes,
In my neighborhood,
yes.
I live in Cibolo too, and I don't even know about it.
I mean, it's right in my neighborhood.
Oh,
Only.
Google it for directions. That's what I, so our little bed is on the north side. If you go to the south side of the park, and there's walking trails, it's fabulous. There's it looks like a community garden. There was no signage. It was it had a fence around it, locked. But I mean, there's a bunch of raised bed gardens. There's a nice place to sit with a huge tree in the back. They had a storage shed. They had a sink. I took a bunch of pictures, not knowing what I was looking for, actually. I thought maybe that was our garden that we were sponsoring. We're sponsoring the pollinated garden on the other side of the park. But it is kind of neat to go look at if you get a chance.
so is this a big area?
The park is huge.
Yeah.
The bed that we're responsible for is probably, I think she gave us the dimensions, didn't she? Oh, no, it's smaller.
So do you think $190 is going to cover it then? Considering
She said the city helps. So I'll 90 feet by 13 feet. It's a narrow, long bed on the north end of the park. She said the city does pitch in and they help quite a bit, but this is again just soil, something to amend the soil with, and mulch, mulch, some plants, and then she wants the plaques for the signs. So that's what the 190 is. She said that's all she needs.
Okay.
She spent 150 of her own over the last couple of years. That's all it needed with the city's help.
Okay.
I've talked to her briefly. She says if she gets more volunteers out there, there's room to expand.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, great. Okay, so I say a yay on this one. How say y'all?
Yay.
Yay.
All right.
Yes.
Later part passes. Hey, St. Andrews Park.
We don't have a sign here.
We don't have a sign there. It's right across from the Ag Center, kind of kitty corner, I guess. No point of contact. He has packet wasn't what she expected. They don't ask for any funds. This is what it looks like. It's gorgeous. There's some raised beds. There's things in some of the raised beds, some not. It would be an excellent class training venue. All you'd have to do is walk across the street.
There's also a building over there, from what I remember Jerry saying, that we could use that to teach classes in at some point too.
There was a small building. I didn't know that, so I didn't take a picture of it. But it's kind of small too. Yeah, audio
Yeah.
they said is a problem, and it is kind of small. I mean, we have classrooms right across the street practically, so I don't see having classes over there, but as far as outdoor learning, I think would be something.
Yeah, it's in walking distance.
Yeah, oh, easily. I mean, not even a block, I don't think. Since they're not asking any funds, I vote to keep it in as a volunteer, and I hope we can use it more in the classes next year. I vote yes. Does anybody have any questions?
I vote yes.
Anybody vote?
So Kate Powada is still stepping back.
Yes.
Now, do
Yes,
we
we
have
need a,
her position?
we need a point of contact for this part.
We can't get somebody.
I say,
Like that.
yes, keep it and contact them and see if we can put a sign there.
Yes, we need to put a sign there. I'm sorry, Kay, repeat that. Kay had something to say. Kay?
Well, I've got the sign. I mean, we've got the sign certainly, and I can get one put up. Right now, we're not doing anything.
Do we
So
have,
until we're actually doing something in the garden, I'm reluctant to put the sign up.
do we have permission to put it up?
I don't know.
Okay, we need to check into permission, and I say we start utilizing this garden. I mean, the beds are empty.
Yes, they need refreshing and they need a sign and, I mean, I can try to contact him before, or I can probably get, our new volunteer to help me. And we can contact him and get going again on it.
I mean, if nothing else, they can go over there and pull weeds. I mean, there's some weeds.
Exactly.
They can clean out the raised beds that aren't being used, and maybe we can utilize those in the next class. Anybody else? All right, I vote yes.
Yes.
Any nay?
Sure.
St.
Yes.
Okay, St. Andrews passes. I mean, it's an excellent volunteer place. They're not asking for money.
But nobody's volunteering there. That's the problem.
There's no point in contact. We've got to recruit some people, yeah.
We're graduating a new class.
Graduating a new class, there's a perfect opportunity right there. All right. Yule Fest, I am the POC for this. It is a 10 by 10 booth inside the Coliseum. I talked the Art League into comping the booth for us. It's been $80, but we are comped. And I think I already talked about it. We're going to have educational materials, ask a gardener, ask the master gardener, and then we're going to try to get some donations maybe thrown in a box for some little plants. Any questions about Yule Fest? We'd already kind of covered it. I don't know if I can vote on this since I'm the POC. If I can vote, I say yes. How about it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've got Janice's proxy. I'll put her as hers
Okay.
in. I think that was it. The new business was the Audit Committee. We already did that. Does anybody else have any business?
Yeah.
Yes.
I have two people that have requested leave of absence.
Okay.
And they're both health-related issues. Pat Watkins and Randy Malstein.
I vote to give them both. Health issues can't be helped, so yes.
Randy used to be the web person,
Oh,
I think, if that's the right one. Years ago.
okay.
I vote yes.
Yes, Pat is your sister. And
Yes.
we want to definitely keep giving a leave of absence if they can.
Well,
improve.
she's had some recent medical diagnosis she's trying to reassess things right now.
To deal with, sure. All right, anybody have any reason not to give it to him? I say we give him the leave of absence.
I vote yes.
Right?
Can you give me those names again, please?
Yes.
I'll put them in my,
Okay, thanks.
I think I already sent that one. I'll send you a new.
Anybody else have new business?
I've had a thought recently.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
If we're, yeah, if we're having so many plant sales that
Yes.
the greenhouse over at the community garden is a piece of junk.
Yep.
So if we have so many funds, maybe we can get a new one over there that actually locks. And maybe that'll keep somebody from breaking into it.
That's a
It's just a thought.
yeah, that's a tough one. There's apparently some bad characters over there. The grounds have been broken into, the offices have been broken into, the shed has been broken into. And something else that is just unbelievable. I mean, the actual city offices have been broken into. They've got a real problem there until they get some cameras up or get a handle on that. So I'd be afraid to invest. I don't know, that's gonna be a biggie we're gonna have to talk about. Yeah, I would love to see the greenhouses be utilized, but it's a lot of commitment. Somebody's got to be there every single day.
Well, we had a team.
The team, I think, was Bill Nodine.
No, it was before his time.
Okay. Get on that, Kim. Okay.
Nice.
You can-
Schedule go. But then we didn't have as many things in there.
Is that the one that he donated?
Yes. Well, he donated the big grow lights, the very expensive grow lights that got
No,
stolen.
not Bill O'Dine. I'm talking about what's it in the greenhouse? Isn't that the one he donated?
Needed county probation department. Not adolescent probation department.
You know what? I think maybe we should reach out to the county and see if they can help us here with some funds to purchase one, since they are having probation officer kids out there and stuff. See what the county has in their budget.
Okay, by we, who is that? Who's going to do that?
I guess
I think it's a
call
good
the
idea
county.
if they can meet us halfway.
Yeah,
If you know somebody to call, go for it.
well, it has to go to commissioner's court, so I'll probably contact whoever, it used to be Wolverton, so I'll have to find out the commissioner in that county.
Okay, would you look into that?
Yes, Kim, do you have that, or is it still Wolverton?
I have no idea who that would be.
Okay, I'll find out.
Any other new business? Kim, you just got really big on my screen for some reason. Hi. Everybody else is still little and you got big. This is so weird.
Whoever's talking.
Oh, it's whoever's talking. Okay. Anyway, any other new business? I got a pizza waiting for me.
I got
Motion
salad.
to adjourn.
I motion.
Yay,
Who did first motion?
motion.
I did.
Kim,
Kim first?
Rachel,
Rachel?
Okay. All right.
Rachel.
Thank you so much for your patience. We went a little bit over time. We did about 2 hours. Yay. I guess we will see you next week at the regular meeting. Yes.
yes.
Thank you so much for joining
Thank you,
me.
Kay.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, we're hanging up on Kay. Bye, Kay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night. All right. How do we?
Bye.
Have a good evening.
Yeah, have a good weekend. How do we get out? End. Okay. Oh, we got to stop recording.
And end meeting for all.